Welcome dear students, myself Purushottam Pathak. Today I will explain you chapter 11 of maths for standard 5. The name of the chapter is average, ratio and speed. Today we will go ahead with the average. What is this average? In practical life, frequently we use the word average. And literal meaning of the word average, of course you know very well, because this is the use of practical life, the word used in practical life frequently. But to explain you better, if we consider two quantities, say one number is 5 and one number is 3, and if you are asked to find out the average of 5 and 3, the average of 5 and 3 will be equal to, as there are two numbers 5 and 3, so we will take the sum of these two numbers first and divide it by 2, because there are only two numbers. But if you are asked to find the average of 1, 2 and 3, in this case we got three numbers are there. That time we will take the sum of all these three numbers, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3, and we'll divide by number of quantities, that is 1, 2 and 3. Three numbers are there. In this way, if you calculate this, you will get it is 8 by 2 equal to 4, and if you calculate this one, you will get 3, 2, 5, 1, 6. 6 by 3, that is equal to 2. In this way, you can find the average. See the technique. How did I find the average here? First of all, we took the sum of given quantities, and after that divide that sum by the number of quantities. In this way we can say that average can be found by dividing the sum of given quantities by the total number of quantities. So we can write the formula for average now. Before going to the formula for average, let me explain you the word you will get sometime, arithmetic mean, or simply this word mean is also used here. So this mean word means also refers to the average. So we can say average and mean will have the same meaning here. Now to calculate the average, one thing is to be taken care, that is, if we are asked to find out the average of 5 kilogram sugar and 100 rupees, then we can't go for that. We can find out the average only for similar quantities. That is, if you are given 10 kilogram rice, 10 kilogram pulse, or 5 kilogram pulse, or say 8 kilograms of orange, this is a fruit. However, all these things are measured in the kilogram. The unit of measurement is kilogram, so we can go for the to find out the average of these numbers. If the units of measurement are similar, then only. If units are not similar, then we can't go for finding the average. Write up formula to find out the average. We will write average equal to, this formula we will use to find out the average, sum of quantities by total number of quantities. As you can see it in both of the given examples, sum of quantities is 8 and number of quantities 2. We divided 8 by 2 and found the average. Sum of quantities were 6, number of quantities 3. So we got the average 2. In this way we will go for finding the average. Now come through some of the properties that is used while finding the average of given quantities. The first one, sum of the quantity. Once you found the average, then sum of the quantity is always the product of the average and the number of quantity. So we can write the product of average and the total number of quantity will be the sum of quantities. In other words, I can write it as sum of quantity equals to average into total number of quantities. The first property of average says that the average we found for the given quantities, if we multiply that average to the number of quantities given, then the product will be the sum of quantity. We can write in other words also the same thing, as we have written the formula to find out the average, that average equal to sum of quantity by total number of quantity. From that formula only this fact has been derived out. Come to the second property, that is, if the equal quantity is added to all the quantities, then average also will increase by that quantity. If equal quantities are added to each of the quantities, the average will also increase by that quantity. To clarify it better, take the previous example where we had got 1 plus 2 plus 3 by 3. The average of 1, 2, 3 was 6 by 3, that was 2. Now assume we increase all these quantity by 3. Say 1 increased by 3, 1 plus 3 4, plus 2 plus 3 5, plus 3 plus 3, 6. We increased all the quantities by 3, that is 1 increased by 3 is 4, 2 increased by 3 is 5, and 3 increased by 3 is 6. Divide by 3 because there are only 3 numbers. See what the result we get here. 4, 5, 9 plus 6, 15. 15 by 3, that is 5. See the difference in the average. Here the average was 2. When each of the quantities are increased by 3, that time we got here the average also increased by 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. As 1 plus 3 4, 2 plus 3 5, 3 plus 3 6, similarly 2 plus 3 5. If we add similar quantity, same quantity in each of the quantities, then the average will also increase by the same quantity. Come to the third property. The first one pertains to the addition of the number. Similarly, second one will pertain to the subtraction. See how? If equal quantities are subtracted from each of the quantity, the average also will decrease. Average also decreases by same quantity. Take the numbers, for example, 6 plus 7 plus 8, there are 3 numbers. 6, 7, 13 plus 8, 21 by 3. It is equal to 7. Now let us subtract 2 from each of the given numbers. That is, 2 subtracted from 6 will be 4 plus 7 minus 2, 5 plus 8 minus 2, 6 by 3. What do we get? Does the 7 reduce by 2 or not? Let us see. 4, 5, 9 plus 6, 15. 15 by 3, of course you got here 5. See that difference in the number. 6 minus 2, 4, 7 minus 2, 5, and 8 minus 2, 6. So the average also 7 minus 2, 5. We got in this way, using these 3 properties and the formula for the average, we can proceed for our exercise 11.1. Come to the exercise 11.1 now. In the exercise 11.1, very simple sums are given there. Let me explain the first one, that is in the page number 174, the A number sum of first. Find the average of the following. The sum is 62, 53, 65 and 48. To find the average of these 4 numbers, first of all we counted up the numbers, that is numbers of quantities, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to divide it by 4, and sum of the numbers 62 plus 53 plus 65 plus 48. So take the sum, divide by 5, that will be equal to 3 2 5 5 10 8 18, carry 1, 4 1 5 6 11 5 16 and 6 22, 228 by 4. This will be equal to 4 5s are 20 and 4 7s are 28, so 57. To get it verified, we can go for, as I had explained you, average into number of quantities will be the sum of quantity. If you multiply 57 and 4, you will get 228. In this way you can solve the remaining sums of one number. Let me see one more sum here. Come to one of the fractional sum. The sum is E number. Here some of the fractions are given here. See how to solve this sum. In the E number sum, the sum is 4 by 5, 3 by 4, 1 by 2, and the fourth number is 2 by 5. First we need to find the sum of the quantities. So sum of quantities equal to 4 by 5 plus 3 by 4 plus 1 by 2 plus 2 by 5. If you find out the average of 5, 4, 2 and 5, LCM of 5, 4, 2 and 5, you will get, of course it will be 20. 5 4s are 20, so 4 4s are 16 plus 4 5s are 20, so 3 5s are 15 plus 2 10s are 20, so 1 10s are 10 plus 5 4s are 20, so 2 4s are 8. 8 0 5 8 5 13 and 6 19 9, carry 1 1 2 1 3 1 4, 49 by 20. This we got the sum of the quantities. Therefore average equal to, the average will be, we have learned that sum of quantities divide by number of quantities, so we can write it as 49 by 20 divide by 4, and to divide it by 4, the simple way is 49 by 20 into 1 by 4. We get the reciprocal of this and the average will be 49 by 80. If there would be any term to be reduced to the lowest, you can reduce the term to the lowest. Here I don't think that it can be reduced. Now in this way you will solve the remaining sums of one number. Come to the two number sum. Find the average of first 4 prime numbers. Look at the two number sum. A number. The sum of first 4 prime numbers are given there. First 4 prime numbers. First 4 prime numbers equals to. See, the first prime number we don't consider 1 as the prime, so it will be 2 plus, after the 2 3 is also prime, plus 4 is composite, so 5 is prime, and after the 5 7 is prime. As we got 4 quantities, so divide them by 4. It will be 2, 3, 5, 5, 10. 10 and 7, 17 by 4. You can express them in terms of decimal also if they are given in terms of decimal. It's very easy. 17 by 4 you can also write, and converting the decimal also you can go for. Similarly, you can solve the remaining sums of also 2 number. I will proceed with the word problems given in this exercise. Come to the third sum. Let me see the 3 number sum, what is given there. The first sum, the age of 6 children are 9, 15, 12, 10, 6 and 14 years respectively. Find their average ages. As number of children are 6, so we will write the simple language. For the 3 number sum, the average age of 6 children equals to, take the sum of all those 6 quantities, that is 9, 15, 12, 10, 9 plus 15 plus 12 plus 10 plus 6 plus 14 plus 6 plus 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, divide them by 6. I think now you can calculate it yourself. Go for calculate it and find the average yourself. Similarly, let me see the 4 number, what is asked there. In the 4 number sum, the rainfall recorded in Delhi for 6 consecutive years was. The rainfall is given in centimeter. However, decimal digits are given there. It doesn't matter for you, as you know very well how to find the sum of decimal numbers. Find out the sums of decimal number and divide them by 6. You can solve this was B number, so this was A number. So A number very similar to A. The B number is also there. This is not the 4 number. B number is similar to A, so you will solve it yourself. In the C number, in a 4 months training period, Mohan's monthly income was 5,000, 4,000, 2,500 and rupees 3,200. Once again the similar sum. What was his average income? Of course, you will take the sum of 4 quantities and divide them by 4. Now find the average of even and odd numbers between 10 and 24. Find the average of even and odd numbers between 10 and 24 separately. Also find which of the average is smaller. Now come to the D number. To solve this D number, the average of even numbers first. Let us take even numbers between 10 and 24 is given there. Between 10 and 24 equals, the even number we will start from 10. Between 10 and 24 means excluding 10 and 24. So even number after the 10 is 12 plus 14 plus 16 plus 18 plus 20 plus 22 and I explained you 24 is excluded there. So now count up the number of even numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Divide them by 6. Calculate it yourself. You can find the average of even numbers. Similarly, we will also find the average of. Take care, I have not completed this part. You will complete it yourself. It's very easy. The average of odd numbers. Between 10 and 24 equals. See, the odd numbers starts from 11 here. So we will take 11 plus 13 plus 15 plus 17 plus 19 plus 21 plus 23 plus 25 exceeds the 24. So we will not take 25 because we have to stay within 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number of quantities you got here 7. So divide them by 7. If you calculate, you will find the average of odd numbers also. Once you got the average of even numbers separately and odd numbers separately, thereafter in the question it is asked which of them is smaller, which of the average is smaller. You will indicate which one is greater than this one. Write up yourself, you can do. Come to the remaining sums. Let me see E number. The average of 5 numbers is 40. If 4 of these numbers are 26, 64, 38 and 20, find the remaining number. 4 numbers are given and the average of 5 numbers is also given there. We need to find the 5th number. See. To solve the E number, remind that I had explained you sum of quantity equal to average into total number of quantities. Here sum of quantity is not given, but the average is given and number of quantity is given. So we can find the sum of quantities. Here quantity means sum of all 5 quantities. Okay, quantities means all 5 quantities. Sum of all 5 quantities will be equal to average. Average is here given as 40 and number of quantities is 5. So sum of quantities will be 40 into 5, that is 200. And the sum of 4 quantities equals, 4 quantities are given there. Let us find out. 26 plus 64 plus 38 plus 20, that is 8, 0, 8, 4, 12, 6, 18, 8, carry 1, 2, 1, 3, 3, 6, 6, 12 and 2, 14, 148. Hence the 5th number equals to. The sum of quantities for 5 numbers was 200 and sum of 4 numbers, we got 148. So the sum will be 52. What 200 minus 148, 52. In this way, move ahead and solve the remaining sums. Of course, remaining sums are also very easy, and you can go for 3 or 4 more sums are there. In some of the sums there are 2 parts, but all those things relates to the similar things as I had explained you. In the next class, I will explain you exercise 11.2. Thank you very much.